Hey everyone, welcome back. Manja McCann. It is Top Chef Tuesday, where I get inspired by what I see on last week's episode of Top Chef, going to bring it here to you. So, last week, what happened? They had a Quickfire challenge where they had to make like these little hors d'oeuvres, and then they did the elimination challenge, and lo and behold, it was a rice challenge. And since I did risotto last week, I wasn't gonna do rice again. Now, this past weekend, had a lovely celebration. It was my wife's birthday, and her friend had a little get-together at her house where we paired some French wines from the Provence area mainly, and I made some courses. I made like 4 different courses that went along with 4 different wines that they got when they were over in France. And it's spring, it's light. I'm shooting this in the evening, it's lovely. If you're not happy, there's something wrong. If you're blue and you don't know what to do, you gotta go where the good food sits. You gotta put it on a Ritz. Yes, that is right. That is the challenge that I'm doing. I am doing the put a little bite on a buttery, salty, delicious Ritz cracker. I'm here to pump your product as much as you want to give me money to do it. All right, so that was their challenge. They had a little product placement of some Ritz crackers, and they had to get some ingredients and put it all together and have a nice little bite, a little amuse-bouche, right? And so that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to take something that I made this past weekend. Usually takes a long time. It's a spicy eggplant gratin, and you know, you got to dry out the eggplant, you got to make a nice sauce and all that, and that it takes about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours. So I'm going to try to shrink this down into 30 minutes because that's all they had on Top Chef. And what we do here at Top Chef Tuesday with Manja McCann is I try to stay as true to the challenge or the episode that I get inspired by. So it's not going to be the exact same way that I made it this past weekend. I'm going to post you the full-blown recipe at manjamccann.com, so you will have the wonderful product. But we're going to figure out if I can make something very fast, very delicious to go on these buttery, salty, crispy, delicious Ritz crackers. I'm not getting paid for any of this, okay? So, what is it? We got eggplant, we got onions, we gotta make a tomato sauce. There's scaramozza. You don't know what scaramozza is? Smoked mozzarella cheese. All right, it is so delicious, it's so good. I gotta get going here. The timer's going, the buzzer's going. I got 30 minutes to do this. I'm gonna put 30 minutes on the clock here. And we begin now. So, we obviously have to get things here going very fast. It's 4 minutes into the challenge. I diced my eggplant, put some olive oil on it, salted it, got it into a very hot oven, 550 degrees. Typically, you want to dry your eggplant out over the course of 40 minutes or so at 350. We're going to try to get a hot oven, try to get that moisture out as quickly as possible. Maybe I'll even turn the broiler on, see if that helps. And now I'm starting my sauce. This is all going to be going at high heat. I'm not going to bring the heat down too much to do a nice soft simmer because, again, by the time I get my tomatoes in here, right now I have olive oil, crushed red pepper flake, garlic, right? So you're starting to season that oil, get it going. I'm gonna chop up some onion, get it in there as well. Then to get things going faster, I'm gonna use stewed tomatoes, right? They've already been cooked, so they're nice and soft. They're a bit more flavorful than the tomatoes you can get right now. Always seasoning with salt. Helps draw moisture out. You add salt at the beginning. If you add protein, you can add more salt. I'm gonna add tomatoes, I'm gonna add a little more salt, right? You don't bombard your dish with salt, but you season as you go, and then you taste at the end and make any final adjustments therein, okay? 7 minutes into this challenge, so I have 23 minutes I'm gonna drop the tomatoes in, get this stewy and nice. I gotta get it all together. Drop in the mozz. I'm also gonna pump in some basil here, right? Load in those flavors, then get that into the broiler to get it melty and delicious. And then on a cracker. So another tip, right? We're gonna want to break these down. They're nice and soft. Break them up in your hand as you're dropping them into the pan. It's gonna quicken the process of it all breaking down anyway. Again, season with salt. And a few leaves of basil. And then we just let it go. The winner was the Thai chef. She had kind of like all the things going on. She had spicy, sweet, delicious, obviously. So I have spicy, you have a nice little sweetness of the sauce, but you can get a little depth with the eggplant, right? That's cooking down. We're getting the moisture out of there. Maybe add a little balsamic vinegar. It'll be delicious. And it'll go on that salty, golden, crispy Ritz cracker. Okay, so I'm wrapping up all my mise en place here. I have 9 minutes to go. The sauce is doing well. Now, let's see. Oh, it worked. It worked. Okay. Some yummy goodness right there. Take that mozz. That smoky mozz. Some basil. A little grated parm. Throw it into this little dish. That looks good. That looks lovely. Okay. And a little olive oil. It's a lot of olive oil. Getting a little heavy-handed here. But we're running out of time. Got 7 minutes. Another little sprinkle of salt, pepper, basil. Do a little more cheese. Get some nice browning action on here. Back into the oven. We got 6 minutes, 6.5. So I'm gonna let it go in there for just a couple minutes, let it get warm. Then I'm gonna put the broiler on and it'll be time to see if this really works. I even have a couple little ring molds here because I don't know how loose this is going to be, right? I need something a little small on this because it's the same size as the cracker. So this is too small. This is absurd, but we'll see what happens. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that bubbly action. So good. So hot, so delicious. Typically you would let this rest, but I don't have that luxury right now because Padma is waiting for Manja Daddy to give her some food. Look at that. Oh my God. This is gonna be sloppy, but delicious. That's nice. Get a little eggplant up on top there. Okay. She was complaining about it being a little too much. And some of the contestants put a little too much food on there. So we got 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Time is up. Gonna clean this plate, let it cool off a bit. We are at judge's table. I will be the judge. So like I was saying, we had the problem. I knew it was gonna happen. This ring is about the same size as the cracker, and this is still a little loose because it hasn't really congealed up enough. And then I stacked it too high, and it looked pretty when I first took the mold off, but then, as you can see, it kind of oohed and gooed out all over. So if I was gonna serve one up, I think I would do this. So, without further ado, we have the eggplant gratin, we have some basil, we have lovely tomatoes, and of course we have the golden, delicious Ritz cracker. And it's supposed to be a 1 bite and a mousse. So here we go, down the hatch. It's good. It would work at a party. The flavor. Oh, you know what? I didn't put the balsamic into the sauce. I should have done that. I should have built that flavor. Would I be on the bottom? No. I would not be one of the last three. I'd be somewhere in the middle. I'd be in purgatory. I'd be neutral. I'd be okay. This gratin is like the real deal. You can find it at Manja McCann. And come back next week. We'll see if Dawn, good luck, okay? You kind of get in your head a little too much, all right? Maybe it's good that you're in Last Chance Kitchen because you are a competitor. You were the runner-up in Top Chef Portland, so you don't have too much time to think. You just gotta go with your instincts sometimes. The results can be delicious. All right, ciao. We'll see you next week on Top Chef Tuesday. Manja McCann. Get the recipes from all over the globe. It's not just Italian, it's not just French, it's not Spanish. I have pretty much, well, I don't have anything from Antarctica, okay? Sorry. But I have all of the other continents covered. So go there. There's over 300 some recipes, a recipe for every day. Ciao.